Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Non-League 2 Premier League here with Bath City. I start this episode with some news. I have kept talking about how our firepower isn't good enough and we're not scoring enough goals. So I've went out and looked at what kind of signings I can make, considering I have absolutely no budget, no wage budget, nothing. And I saw these two loan options and signed them both. First of all, Paul McAvoy, signed from Walsall, who are in Sky Bet League 2. Current ability, he's already a good player for our level. And we will see here at his overview. Once again, sadly his finishing's not great, but he can play that cam role, which is what I was interested in. Very fast player, and we all know what pace is like, both on Football Manager and FIFA. His finishing just might let him down, but he looked like a very good option for us to sign. The other option was Bruno Sinner from Stockport in League 1. Slightly worse player, but you'll see his finishing's a bit better. His jumping reach is good. Natural fitness, he's got the pace and acceleration as well. So these are just giving us more depth within the team. I was tempted to look at other positions, but for now I've gone with just a strike force, and I'm going to review after this game. Danny Greenslade as well, red card, was initially a one-match ban, but he's been handed a further two-match ban, which I have appealed, and hopefully I'll win that appeal, and he's not out for 2 matches. So this is how we're looking to line up for today. Wings has moved out to the wide left, Jenkins Davies up top, and McAvoy on for his debut. Sinner's going to come on the bench, and I feel bad, but I'm going to take a keeper off and hope nobody gets injured. Baines back in goal. The game is convinced Wales Richards is better, but I keep saying his performances for me have been great. Their average performance Baines is actually higher. And the rest of the team, pretty much a full strength lineup that we're going for, with Keto obviously starting at left back, which is me Windsor to left wing, and Mokavor comes in for his debut. So hopefully these loan signings help add firepower and creativity to our squad. We are against a low down team today. I think when we checked yesterday, I think they were down in 22nd Tonbridge. I could be completely wrong, but I'm sure that's what it said. So we're hoping to go out, put on a show, and really push on now. The gap at the top's closing slowly. We went from 6 points clear. We were up in second, then we were down in fourth, 6 points clear of 8th. Now I think we're only 5 points clear. So teams are starting to chomp away at the gaps in the league. So we need to keep winning and hoping they slip up and keep the gap big enough to ensure us a playoff space. I want to go into the last game or two of the season knowing I'm in the playoffs, so I can play a weaker team and rest my main players, ready for a big push in the playoffs to maybe make it up to the National League. And there's Windsor on the left of Jenkins Davies. He has a shot blocked, and that's out for a corner just over 10 minutes in. Playing away at Tonbridge is not going to be an easy game, I'm sure. And an opportunity falls here to Reigns. What can he do with this? He tries to square it, easily cleared. Tilson across to keep that ball in play. Up towards Alves. Batten now just takes it down to Reigns. Back to Tilson, over the top to Alves again. Knocked back, Tilson picks it up. And Alves, a big deflection, and the keeper's done well to follow it and keep the ball out the back of his net there. Here, take a short kick out to his defence, into the midfield, out wide. Bath City dominating this game so far, really good to see. But I say every game we're dominating, and then we somehow, towards the end of the first half, just start getting absolutely battered. And here's the first chance for the opposition. They missed the ball, Russell clear. No one chasing that down. And they're allowed just to play it around the back. Warren through the middle. And that's a great ball through. And it's a good block. Tilson keeps holding that ball well. Here reset there with Reigns back to Batten. Across to Parcell. To Russ. To Parcell. To Batten. And a slow build up here from Bath. Playing around the defence, waiting for gaps to open up. Alves stepping back to get involved in the play. He's got involved again. Good on the ball there. close control, close dribbling, but that's a poor pass from Tilson, and he's giving the ball away. And it's Tonbridge's turn to try and play it out wide, but that's straight out of play there. And Keto will take that throw in. Pass out. Tilson, Russ, gives the ball away again. And we're starting to see there's too much from my side giving that ball away. And that ball over the top, surely he's offside. And the flag, I believe, is up. But Babajide has a goal disallowed there, 25 minutes in. They're doing well, playing it over my defence. Jenkins-Davies with a corner here. Deep to the back post. Cleared, and I don't know what Alves has just done, and if that was Alves. Chance for 2-0 up against Dover. Lyle Taylor getting a goal there. Maidstone can't be drawn with Chesham. Chippenham and Eastbourne drawing. We are drawing 0-0, and that's a good ball. And Keto, dangerous header across his own goal face there, but he gets an interception in here. Play that, but Alves isn't there for the counter attack. And Tonbridge now will play it round there, wait for a gap to appear, and that's a poor decision there to hoof that ball miles over the bar. Rains with a clearance, and it falls back again to Tonbridge. Bath under a lot of pressure here. As always, as we get towards the end of the first half, we suddenly can barely move. But Alves will try and get past his man here, driving down that wing. Cuts back, finds Jenkins-Davies now. He sees Alves, he squares it. And Okafor on his debut has got a goal. And we talk about firepower, and this guy has opened his account within 35 minutes for Bath City. Great play by Alves on the wing. Continues his run into the box, beautifully picked out by Jenkins-Davies, and it's a simple tap in from Okafor, Fox in the box kind of goal. And this is why we signed him on loan, to help us push towards promotion, and I'm sure he will help us out in the playoffs if we were to reach them. Windsor in a new role out on his left, rather than being the focal point. I'm sure he won't mind. Alves a chance again, a good ball in, parried out by the keeper. Tilson gets there before his man. Russ takes an effort, easily saved by the Tonbridge keeper. Wester Stutey now with the ball. He's going to go long. A dominant first half by Bath as we enter the last 5 minutes of this first half. Okafor getting his debut goal, and that's a pleasure to see. That's part of the reason we brought him in. And I hope now he can push on along with the team, some fresh faces. And he looks like a giant of a man up there next to Jenkins-Davies at number 10. But Tonbridge playing a nice ball over the top, and Babajide's got in again. And he spins that over the bar. A wasted opportunity. And now Bings will get the goal kick here. He plays that long straight back to Tonbridge. The 2 minutes of additional time's almost been played, but not before Leahy falls over his own feet. And we do go into half time 1-0 up. A reasonably good performance there. I think we are doing well. I think we can find another gear. And speaking of another gear, I'm looking at this man, Sinner. He can play attacking mid and striker. Okafor can play attacking mid and striker. You're finishing 6, and you're the guy with the higher finishing. Up on 10. I'm going to pull Jenkins-Davies for Sinner. Sinner's going to move up top. Okafor's going to drop back one. And we're going to enter the second half. Both our debutants on now. Both loaned in. Costing us absolutely nothing. So that goal from Okafor, which could earn us 3 points, we got completely for free. Babajide winning that header and flicking it on, but Binns will calmly play it back out to Batten, to Keto now. He looks for Windsor out on this left-hand side. I'm sure this is a position Windsor will flourish in as well. And he plays it into Sinner. Sinner's first chance of the half. Done well to win the header, but that is over the bar. And Bath now continue the domination into the second half. But here's a chance possibly for Tonbridge. They play that in. Babajide rising, couldn't get there first. Leahy with an effort, deflected into Corborough's path, and he places that in the bottom right hand corner past Bins, and that's not a good start to this second half. Bath City thought they may have cleared their lines when the initial shot was blocked, but it's fouled straight into the Bath, and great reactions, and I think Bins may have even got fingertips to that, but couldn't quite keep it out his goal and took it round the post. Bath now really need to push on, and here they are. Keto Windsor just boots the ball at him. Get out my way, he says. Tilson now to bat, and here play it out wide where Rains has a bit of space. He whips it into Windsor at the back post, and that's a comfortable save. Tonbridge calming the game down a bit here. There go Long looking for their men up front. Leahy beats Rains to the ball and it falls to Babajide. And we're losing a lot of headers now in our own final third, and we were doing really good at winning those, especially with Batten. He was dominant at the start of the year. He may be getting tired now. He's had a long old season, and he was known for winning absolutely everything in the air, but at the moment our oppositions are having good opportunities. But Sinner now in the counter-attack, good bit of skill to cut inside, slows the play down, tries to get past Omele but gets stopped. Ross with a long shot, that's a wasted opportunity, straight over the bar. Good promising run from Sinner though, and him and Mockaville do look like they're quite good signings who will help us for the rest of the season. But what they can't help with is us continuously conceding silly goals. And there's another opportunity, gets deflected and goes out for a corner. Coming up to 2/3 of the way through the game, 60th minute. Bath have had the better possession, better everything overall, but cannot get that lead. And this is something time and time again we struggle with. And that's a great ball out to Leahy. He plays it forward. Babajide, who's had a brilliant game out there for Tonbridge, to be honest. And now Akers on the overlap. Rains is nowhere to be seen. Back to Penny, all the way back to Warren, but Higgs finds some space. He takes a shot off the bar. Parson can do nothing but clear it, but Windsor's got the pace to get that ball. And Sinner now needs to make that run in the box, which he has. Can he win that? No, the keeper's out correctly and calmly to claim. Ross and Rains looking slightly tired. They're going to come off. We're not having fun this game. We're really not having fun this game. Couple of fresh legs in. Rains back to Tilson, back to Batten, back to Rains, sorry. Tilson, Rains, gives the ball away. And what once was the best part of our team in the wing-backs now seems to be the worst. Always getting caught out. Sloppy passes. Windsor's loving those balls into the box. And that was almost a debut goal for Sinner there. And Tonbridge calming the game down again. Bath City will make these substitutions shortly. And the ball's next out of play, and there the substitutions are made. Windsor now. Towards Makumba at the back post. Gibbons tries a shot blocked. Alvarez will try a shot. Great save. Claws it out the top corner. And Bath City have another corner here. Into the final 20 minutes. As always, let's push up attacking. Demand more from my team. I will make a slight tactical adjustment shortly. And I'm going to make my team really push for this game. But before that, Kaboba easily beats Keto. And this is what I mean by my defence. Especially the wing-backs, they're just losing everything out there. And as we enter the last final 15 minutes, I'm pausing the game because there's going to be a lot of changes going on. In possession when we have the ball, Windsor, Alves tuck in. Mockavore, you're becoming a second striker. Alves now, you'll become a channel forward. Windsor, Sinner, you're currently a centre forward. That seems to suit you best. That's fine by me. Tilson, Sweden step up into centre midfield. Out of position there, we will still drop back. And hopefully, I haven't set us up for failure here. Leahy on the wing again. Cuts inside, gets the ball in the box. Out by Keto. Windsor now for the counter-attack push. He has the whole of the pitch to run, and he does do that into Sinner. And that's the ball over the bar again. And my tactics change have now happened for the final 10 minutes of the game. Bath now need a push on. We need this second goal. And can it come now? Alves. And that's a ball over to Sinner. Who can Sinner pick out? There's nobody within that 6-yard box. Tonbridge now. This point's more important for them than it is for us, I feel, for their battle for staying in the league. And that's not on towards Babajide, but Battenkov as well. Kicks that out for a throw-in. We are going very attacking now. Demanding more into the last 5 minutes. Can we get a good opportunity? Can we get a goal? It's not looking likely with 2 minutes of time left. 1 minute of time left. Added time 3 minutes. All we need is one clear-cut opportunity. Will we get one? With 30 seconds left, the Tonbridge keeper has the goal. It doesn't look likely that we will get another chance. Unless Tonbridge really mess up from here. And they play that long. Batten does win it, but it falls straight back to Tonbridge. And the closer we get to the end of the season, the worse our results are getting. And I don't know how much longer we can go on how we're going. Something needs to change. And I can't work out what. And that's why we're struggling. Still 4 points ahead of Dover. He must have had a poor result. Yeah, a loss against Chelmsford. 5 points ahead of Torquay, who were held to a draw by Dagenham and Redbridge, which Totton have actually caught Totton and Maidstone on the same points, but Dagenham 15 points ahead. They are uncatchable. I am disappointed by that match. The new signings look good, look promising. I should have probably, to be honest, started with my standard formation with both of them up top, which is how I think I will go into the next game. We keep our position in 4 for now though, and that will do. Next game, we're coming up against 19th place Eastbourne Borough. I'm fed up of saying these should be must-win games when we just drew against Tonbridge, who find themselves in 22nd, and it shows how much this team's beginning to struggle towards the end of this year. Will we be able to stay in the playoff places? Please join me next time to find out. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, please do subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Thank you and goodbye.